Queen Margaret of Scotland was born and raised in Hungary. Canute the Great's Viking takeover of England caused a wave of exiles across Europe, and a surprising amount of those exiles went to Hungary. This included the English Prince Edward the Exile and his wife Agatha. Margaret's brother, Edgar Atheling, was also born in Hungary, the last male member of the royal house of Cerdic of Wessex, elected King of England but never crowned. In fact, Edgar and Margaret's mother's name was Agatha, and much about her early life and her family origin remain extremely mysterious even to this day. Fairly dubious sources claim that she was the daughter of the first king of Hungary himself, King István. This was appealing because Margaret was canonized as a saint, just like István. But István died without any heirs, and his death triggered a long-lasting dynastic crisis in Hungary. So the question is, if these royals really were of the first Hungarian dynasty, wouldn't they have been in the mix during these centuries of turmoil? Other theories exist that Agatha was descended from Yaroslav the Wise, Grand Prince of the Kievan Rus, Gavril Ramadier, Tsar of Bulgaria, or possibly of Polish or German lineage. But regardless of her mother's origins, when Princess Margaret was 12, she, with the rest of her family, would return to England when King Edward the Confessor died without an heir. But upon the Norman advance on London, William the Conqueror assumed the throne instead of her brother. According to tradition, her mother and Margaret left Northumbria in England to return to the European continent. But a storm drove them instead to Scotland, and they received refuge from King Malcolm III. Margaret would go on to marry Malcolm and establish a crossing point on Firth of Forth for pilgrims traveling to St. Andrew's Cathedral, where boats would operate from the 11th century until 1964. But whether or not she was the first Hungarian king's secret granddaughter, St. Margaret of Scotland has a deep connection to Hungary, where she spent her entire childhood. And if you like Hungarian history and the many enigmas about the language's origins or other anthropological questions, click the link in my bio and subscribe to my podcast.